What up? It's the Woody Show.
And the best alt tunes daily.
Every morning.
We're Alt 98.7.
LA's new alternative.
Portions of this program were pre-recorded.
Oh, damn.
I think I know what this is.
The Woody Show.
And we are into another new hour. Insensitivity training for a politically correct world on this Monday morning. It is April the 28th, 2025.
Yeah.
I'm Woody. That's Greg Gorey.
Hi, Woody.
There's Menace.
What's up?
Gina Grad, good morning.
Hi.
Seabass is here. We got Sammy.
Morning.
And Maury's taking your calls. 877-44-WOODY. That's 877-44-WOODY. Send us a text. You can send those texts over to 22987. Check in with us. Tell us who you are. And then where around town you're listening to The Woody Show on this Monday morning as we start a brand new week. Got some of the trending news headlines coming up for you this hour. And
cheers.
Cheers and cheers.
That's good.
All right. Hope everybody's weekend was good. You know, we did those goals. We didn't want to call them resolutions, but goals for the new year. And I've made some pretty tremendous leaps forward.
Oh,
Really?
yeah. Big
Yeah.
strides.
What's that?
Big strides.
Big strides. It started slow, but now here we are. It's April, so I got through the first quarter pretty slow. But I've done a number of things that I've always wanted to do, or that I was planning on doing. Number one was starting flight lessons, which has been great. Number two, I finally signed up for a concierge doctor. And there's a lot of different options out there. Menace always talks about this one that Amazon offers.
Yeah, it's called One Medical. And
Medical.
Yeah, and if you're an Amazon Prime user, it's like $10 a month.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
And there's a guy, he's like one of the muckety-mucks of our company. He goes to this one that costs $15,000 a year.
Excuse me?
That's just to have access. And then you pay for like the testing and all that stuff on top of that. Right? But it's just to have access to this dude.
But technically, I think I have a concierge doctor, and I still don't know what that means.
Okay, I'll explain.
Okay.
I wanted this because my primary care physician, who I've had for years, and she's great, and the organization, the hospital they're affiliated with, all my experience has been great. It's very convenient as far as when you do get in and you have blood work to do, it's right down the hall.
Right.
And then they do some kind of like imaging if they need that. That's right down the hall. Or if you need some other thing, it's right down the hall. That's great. It's not an HMO, it's a PPO, so I get to select whatever doctor, and that's great, part of my health. The problem is you can never get in when you need to. You call and they're like, "Oh, we'll see you in September." It's April.
Months later.
Yeah, like and even to call the office if you have a simple question, or this is my favorite. This happened recently. They'll leave you a voicemail saying, "Hey, this is so and so from Dr. So and so's office. Want to clarify? Can you give us a call back at the office here?" Cool. The number they give you takes you to some call center type place.
Always.
And they go, "Well, where? So which city is your doctor?" I'm like, "Are you kidding? This
I'm
is
just calling them back.
to even get a hold." They go, "Okay, well, they're not available right now. We'll put the message through that you call." I'm like, "I'm calling them back." It's a hassle.
Right.
I've heard about these concierge things, and it's everything from the muckety mucks, $15,000 a year, down to $10 at Amazon.
Right.
Yeah.
I found something that was, for me, very reasonable, but it gives you 24/7 access to your doctor.
Yep.
That's
So if I have a
amazing.
question right now, I could text that guy. He will get back to me within an hour.
Do it.
I'm not going to do it right now.
No.
Yeah.
But I do have a question for him later.
Get your money's worth.
But anyway, so he came by the house this weekend, and he did like the whole intake thing.
Wait.
Yeah, so
That
I
part-
don't have to go to his office.
That's insane.
That's so
Yep.
1970.
I know. Did he bring his little leather bag?
Yeah, he brought like a whole kit full of stuff. Wow. Yeah, it's awesome.
I don't think mine's a concierge doctor, even though he claims to be.
No, you can, if you have the concierge thing, if you have the ability to call them anytime, like do you have their cell phone number?
No.
Do you have, okay, then I don't know if you have
It
concierge
says on the
service.
website. That's why I was like, I don't know what this means.
Or maybe it's available.
That's probably it.
Okay, your doctor's office offers that
That's
service.
probably
For
it.
an additional cost.
Yeah. But
So
anyway,
he went to your house?
Yeah, so he came to my house. This is like our first meeting. And came to my house. We got all the vital stuff done. He took, temperature,
all naked,
weight.
Yeah.
No, didn't have to do that. But they push on your abdomen and on your kidneys. And
they do all the stuff.
All the annual physical stuff, right? Now, the only thing is I have to go to like a Quest diagnostic place to do the blood sample stuff. But that's because we're doing such a large quantity because he's doing all the blood tests.
Right.
Because it's our first.
You have to initiate care.
Yeah, it's our first meeting. So otherwise, if it was just like one simple blood test, he could do that. But
Wow.
the way it works is they either come to your house, same day or next morning,
Damn.
depending on what time of day it is that you're calling them. Or if it's just like, man, I got this fever, I don't know what's going on, they'll do a
Teledoc or-
telehealth thing.
Yeah.
Done. But you can get a hold of them at any time.
That's amazing.
So, did all that, finally got that set up, and he put me in touch, and we got all dialed in with a colonoscopy person.
Oh, when is it?
They're going to call me today to give me the available dates, but
Okay.
I called them and
Those
talked
are
to them.
usually months out.
What's that?
Those are usually months away. When you schedule that
Yeah, mine's
finally.
June 30th.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
Yeah.
But
Are
I
you
love
gonna do
I love the experience.
Are you going to do the full body scan?
We
Didn't you say you
talked
wanted to do
yeah,
that?
we talked about that. We talked about the weight loss drug stuff. He had a couple different options, but this guy was so prepared. He goes, "Hey, so there's a couple things we can do. I know you're taking the Zepbound, and you say that's not necessarily doing all that great for you." He goes, "We can combo that with a couple other things." He goes, "You will definitely lose weight." He goes, "But I did some research. The FAA will not like if you're on this other medication.
That's
So
random.
it's up to you, but you'd have to get a special issuance for your medical clearance."
Oh, no.
So he knew all this stuff, and I'm like,
cool.
"Great,
Damn.
Man.
yeah,
That's amazing.
yeah."
Was it meth?
Yeah, probably not.
No, but it's like,
Special clearance.
I can fly this plane all night.
and that's the other thing. I was taking Celexa for a number of years,
Right.
Yeah.
and I've been off that for like a month. I just decided, like, why am I taking this?
Wait, you just stopped cold
yeah,
turkey?
I know you're not supposed to do that.
Whoa.
You
Yeah,
yeah,
but-
wean yourself off.
Yeah, but I was already on a very low dose.
Okay.
And so I decided, well, if I start feeling some side effects, I'll start taking it.
Yeah.
And then taper off from there.
Right.
But like,
I don't even know what that is.
it's an antidepressant, anti-anxiety. Mine was for the anxiety. Remember after that steroid pack thing, where like my heart was like racing,
Oh,
and they
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
tell
yeah.
me that was a side effect.
yeah.
And I was looking at my Apple Watch every 10 seconds, and that was making my heart rate go up because I'm looking at my stupid Apple
Making it
Watch every
worse.
10.
Yeah.
That's when they put me on that Celexa.
And
They
what-
said it would round out the anxiety.
And wasn't Celexa one of the ones you said they have kind of a problem with that with the FAA, or was that something else? Okay.
Yeah. So I've been off that for a month.
Okay.
And now I got to wait at least another 30 days because I went and had my FAA medical exam.
Wow.
Did they make you do a drug test for that?
No.
Really?
So I could have gotten away and lied about it, but I figured, like, I don't want to jeopardize anything I care about.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
that you finally care about.
yeah, but I passed the medical exam and everything else, but now I have to just wait the 30 days because you have to be off it for a total of 60 days before they can, issue you. But I'm not going to be a licensed pilot in the next 30 or 60 days
several
anyway.
months, right?
You're such a little science experiment right now.
Yeah. No, but it's great.
That's
Great. So I did all
amazing.
these things that I've been talking about and thinking about doing. I finally got off my ass and I did a lot of them.
Wow.
And
Amazing.
Look at you.
in 562, Woody is flexing. No, I'm telling you, this is not a flex. Look into it. The healthcare and the doctor system and everything else, it blows. And if you can just have access to somebody, that's what you want, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're not feeling well. You want to, like, hey,
I want
have
a house call. That's crazy.
You don't even have to have but like, I have a 102-degree fever. I have these things going on.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be nice to be able to go to the doctor that day and not have to resort to ER or urgent care? Like, have your doctor be available.
Yeah.
There's so many options out there now. It's the new big thing.
Yeah, mine with the
All different price points.
mine with the One Medical again, $10. If you
$10.
have
That's not a
Amazon
flex.
Prime, and they have 500 different offices that you can go
Yep.
to. I can pull up my phone and reach
Yeah.
out to my doctor and probably get an appointment that day or with max 48 hours.
Yep.
Yeah, it's awesome.
But then you get a bill after all that, right?
they work.
The $10 doesn't cover all of it.
No, they work with my medical insurance. Like, they have a team that can break down the medical insurance and make it as cheap as possible.
Oh,
for
okay.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
It's
those
awesome.
work through the normal
Through
copay
the
or the
regular
normal.
insurance.
But the thing is, you have the access, and it's
Yeah.
just it's such a peace of mind.
It rules.
I've been, like, again, it's been on my mind and something I've been wanting to do for a
Yeah.
long time. Just a matter of getting on my ass and doing
I
it.
know. That's the problem. I've been meaning
Yeah.
to go check my blood pressure medication because I'm not on it and I know I need to be on it.
Yeah.
Pain in the ass.
Made an appointment for an eye exam. Like,
Look
all
at
these
you.
stupid things.
So
which
organized.
I didn't know what our eye insurance was. I did try to call Sammy. I tried to
Yeah.
call Gina.
No.
Oh, I
Nobody
wouldn't
knows.
know.
Yeah, Gina didn't pick up. Sammy called
We
me
don't
back.
have it. They didn't send us the cards for vision.
Yeah.
We got dental and we got medical. And then, but Gina, you had said you got the vision. That's why I told him to call you.
Yeah, but the woman at the place found it just by putting my name and stuff in
That's
there.
right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well,
it came up for her.
good.
let me know what it is.
Yeah, VSP or something like
Right.
that.
Yeah,
I
okay,
think
that's what I
that's
said. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway,
They have a hard time finding it, though.
weekend cheers and jeers.
My cheers is something that I normally find annoying, but this was just a personal test to myself to see if I could do it. And that was go vegetarian for an entire weekend.
Oh, Lord.
Wow, how hippie.
I know, total hippy
And?
dippy, and I did it. And here's the reason why. Because, I like to experiment with various recipes.
Oh, yeah.
And I made eggplant parmesan.
How was it?
It was effing awesome.
Really?
It was
Love it.
Wow.
But damn, eggplant is so delicious.
difficult.
But it's so labor intensive.
I was going to say,
it's too much work.
That's
Does it
what I've
get
heard.
mushy?
Way too much work. Way too messy.
Did you sweat your eggplant?
I did.
Okay, good.
And then I rinsed it like you
Yeah,
said, and then
pat
pat
it
it dry. It's just a big pain in the ass. But I made so much of it that it lasted me an entire weekend. So I was able to go
Rib.
Oh,
an
okay.
entire weekend vegetarian.
Amazing.
And then my only jeers, because I really don't have any, it was a nice mellow weekend. I got to say, HBO Max, the one streaming service that is so effing glitchy. Every time I go to it, it's error message, and then you have to click try again. Error message,
Really?
try again. Error message, try.
Wow.
You have to hit that about 12 times, and then it pops up. Hulu rules, Netflix no issues, Prime perfect, of course, but HBO Max, fix your damn app. Very glitchy.
Now, what are you watching? Like, what are you accessing the app through? Is it like a Roku, an Apple TV?
Within the TV.
Oh my God, we're asking Greg a
Yeah,
technical
come on.
question.
I don't have Roku.
But what remote do you use?
The actual TV, the Apple remote. The,
then
it's
you have
Apple
the
TV.
silver one.
Yeah.
So it's Apple TV.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yes, sir.
Should be
Yeah.
fine. Maybe you need to do a software update.
The silver one.
The
What do you have? I have the silver
The
one.
really
Silver
small
one.
silver one.
I remember that one.
It has like 4 buttons on it. That's it.
Jeez.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Weekend cheers and jeers.
I went to Stagecoach Music Festival, and I think one of the highlights was I got to talk to Kate Hudson.
Really?
Yeah. And
Is
I
she
was
nice?
so nice. And we talked about my walking 40 miles because she's involved with Fabletics, the clothing brand.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I walked to my Fabletics, and that was cool. And then I got to talk to Guy Fieri, and he's awesome as usual. And he brought up because he knows that we know Bert and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And don't feel bad, Woody. If Bert doesn't call you back, he's like, yeah, if you see Bert, tell him to call me back.
Oh, I know.
And that's
Right.
Guy Fieri.
If it's something casual,
Yeah.
here's Bert. Okay, if it's something casual, or even if he had sent me a text about something and I respond to him, but I follow that up with,
Yeah.
but what about XYZ?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
There'll be nothing. But if I really, and that stuff, I like, whatever, it's Bert.
Yeah.
If I really need him on something, like, we've been trying to coordinate a time for him to come in, or there's
Yeah.
some other kind of like question where I need an answer on it, I call Leanne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Smart.
She always picks up my call, and she will text me back within 2 seconds.
His wife.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
she's his keeper, his babysitter.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
So that's why I shot her an email. I'm like, hey, just FYI, Guy Fieri's trying to get a hold of Bert.
I have a weird email, but
Yeah, but I mean, Stagecoach Music Festival was awesome. I got to see Lana Del Rey, Mumford & Sons, Shabuzi, Dasha was really good, and a Jelly Roll killed it. So much fun. And then, it was just an awesome weekend. I love that festival. I honestly have more fun there than I do at Coachella Music Festival, and it's on the same.
It's less douchey.
It's on the same grounds.
the people that it attracts way less douchey.
that's
yeah,
a good point.
It was a great time. And
From
then,
what I've heard, that's just from I've obviously
Yeah.
never been to either one of them. But
yeah. But I think my only jeers is I wish Greg and Gina was there because I texted Greg over the weekend about this.
That looked awesome.
I had a bunch of friends staying over. We're all staying in the same house, and they said, "Oh yeah, we're having another friend come over. She's the on-site Botox person for all the artists." And they're like, "Can she use the refrigerator?"
I'll be there in 2 hours.
Because she has all this Botox. So
convenient.
Yeah.
Like she has all this extra. Do you want any? I'm like, no,
Yeah,
I'm good.
so-
Yeah.
Let me tell you how that would go. Greg would stay behind. But everybody else would go off to the show.
Yeah.
And like a kid sneaking alcohol from the parent's liquor cabinet.
Totally.
They'd come back and it all looked good, but because he filled it with water.
Totally.
His face looks like
Awesome.
We're talking about
monstered out, but
I'd be
talking about-
toxing my throat.
Oh, it's preventative.
I would tox
Dude,
my scalp.
I opened the refrigerator and it is packed with stuff.
Oh, jealous.
Wow, I was like, yeah, I'm not interested, but I know some people that
Oh,
wish
we
they
know
were here
people.
right now.
I'd poke
Thank
holes in my
you.
body and just soak in it.
yeah,
Nice.
like just marinate.
But yeah,
Hell yes.
loved it. Such a good time.
Well, I hope everybody had a great weekend. Phones are open at 877-44 Woody. Text over to 22987. More Woody Show next.